Hello, hello. Have you been hearing about this thing called home exchange and you want to get to the bottom of it? Well, in today's video, that's exactly what we're going to do. But before we jump in, I want to welcome you to our channel. I am Samela and I'm the founder and CEO of Block. And Block is a home exchange marketplace designed for the creative entrepreneur who wants to live leisurely. We see traveling as a lifestyle and not just as an event. And so let's just talk about what home exchange is and why we believe you should exchange your home with us. So, home exchange at its core is known for swapping homes. You have a home, I have a home, and we swap, right? It's direct and indirect swaps, which means I can stay at your home without you having to stay at my home during the same time period. Maybe you live in Brooklyn and I'm staying at your home, but you were traveling to LA and my home is in Miami. And so you don't need my home right now, right? So that is the direct and indirect types of swapping. And at its core, home exchange is designed as a sustainable way to travel and a affordable way to travel. And we believe that it is the future of traveling, honestly, right? Short term rental has done a lot for unlocking the idea of peer to peer lodging. It's proved that we have a ecosystem of people who are happy to share their homes and their hearts with people, but we want to take it a step further and make it affordable because traveling should be a human right. And I keep telling people all the time, we're going to work to make traveling a human right by making it first affordable within a trusted community of like-minded travelers, right? So why should you choose Block as your home exchange marketplace? Well, we all know that there are other home exchange companies out there. They're just doing amazing work and have done and been in the home exchange industry for a while. Home exchange is hugely popular in Europe and other cultures. And generally, those home exchange platforms that currently exist focus on once in a lifetime trips. But as I mentioned to you before, traveling is a lifestyle with Block. We believe that you should be able to live, work, and play wherever you want as frequently as you want. And so we want to unlock the ability to home exchange on a frequent scale, on a frequent basis for those people who can have the luxury of working from their laptop or those people who've earned enough PTO and they're like, I'm hitting the road in 2025. I'm taking a trip and I have somewhere to be and I enjoy work life balance. Me and my family is going to get up and go somewhere and we're going to do it in a sustainable way that does not break the bank. You should join Block then because that's exactly what we're building for. And most people aren't familiar with the idea of home exchange or uncomfortable with it. And so I want to share the pros and the cons around home exchange to help you make more informed decisions because we do understand that home exchange is not for everyone and it's not everyone's cup of tea. So let's jump in. What are the pros of home exchange? I can think of at least 10, but I'll just share three. The first one that comes to mind is the fact that it is affordable traveling, right? You can, it's literally low cost to no cost, actually, lodging, right? Whereas we all know that lodging is the most expensive cost when it's time to figure out traveling between that and the flight, generally the lodging. So to be able to alleviate that cost and reallocate that budget, that makes it a huge player and a huge winner. That's a major pro. low cost to no cost. Another pro for home exchange is the fact that it's a trusted community, right? Because the person whose home you are staying in also has their home listed, they are taking the same risk with each other to say that I trust you, you trust me, we're both neighbors in this thing, and it's very community rooted, right? And so, because you're part of a community of like minded individuals, because you're part of a community of people who generally live the same type of lifestyle, that does not mean that you guys are think alike or act alike, but you all have the same type of energy, right? I work from my laptop, high maintenance, low maintenance, whatever that looks like, but you understand the lifestyle because you're actually living it. And then the third thing, which I think is so underrated and is so amazing, is the fact that you literally can have a friend in every city that you travel to, right? Imagine coming to Brooklyn and you're like, oh, I'm staying by my friend Samela place, right? You literally now have a friend in every city who can point you in the right direction, who can tell you where to go, who can tell you what is happening in the neighborhood or the area, who you can just reach out to because you guys have built a rapport, because you guys are part of the same trusted community. So those are the three pros. And if we wanted to add a bonus one, sustainability is huge, right? The fact that you are essentially not taking homes off the market, especially as we stare at this affordability crisis and people being unable to find affordable housing, you aren't taking inventory off the market because you're using your primary resident as a leverage or as a tool so that you can travel more affordably while also allowing someone else to do the same thing. So that was just the bonus. You didn't ask for it, but I gave it to you anyway because you deserve bonuses. So, the cons of home exchange. The top one that comes to mind is you have to plan ahead, right? Unlike hotels or even short term rentals, you don't book just like on site because this is someone else's home. Um, and I believe we will get to the point to be able to book maybe a day before. But right now, as it stands, you do have to plan ahead when you are home exchanging because you have to arrange the details with the other home swapper, neighbor, member, right? And just to clarify really quickly, home exchange does not mean that you have to be a homeowner. It just means that my apartment that I am renting is a property, is a unit, is an apartment. In your home that you are renting or own is your place. And so we're swapping our homes, not necessarily home ownership. So just that's extremely important for people to understand because I get that question often. Do you have to be a homeowner? No, you can be a renter because your neighbor is staying at your home, right? Think of it as you're like letting your family stay with you when they're coming in town. Back to the other two cons. Sorry about that. So the second con is the fact that you are living in a shared space, right? Most people do not like the idea of sharing their personal space with other people, but there's been so many software companies and platforms that kind of demystified that, right? As I mentioned to you before, home exchange is not for everyone, but the people that it is for, they see immense value because they're okay with sharing their space, right? Airbnb has allowed us to see this. Toro, right? People exchange their actual vehicle, right? Like rent the runway, right? People exchange clothing, like things that they actually put on their body. So this is something that people enjoy and see value in, right? Like it's a circle, like a recycling sustainable circle, right? So the girls that get it, and the ones that don't, it's okay. There's plenty of lodging options, enough for us all to go around. And then the third con for home exchange is little to no amenities, right? Unless you're staying at someone's home who maybe they have a high rise or mid rise, and they have the pool or the gym or I don't know, the concierge at the front desk, dishwasher, things of that sort. But overall, from a lodging perspective, the amenities are not as vast as they would be if you were staying in a hotel and they have a restaurant, they have valet, and they have room service, right? And so that could be looked at as a con. But as we wrap, it's very clear to see that home exchange absolutely has the potential to be the easy choice as we look ahead and we decide which is more important. Do I want to travel more frequently with low to no cost? Or am I nervous to share my personal space with someone? Right? Because that's essentially the decisions that you're making, right? And so, if traveling more frequently for low to no cost is how you prefer to do it, then Block is happy to have you. We are ready and willing to see you join our community, and we hope that this helps you out. Please feel free to drop questions, shoot us an email, shoot us a DM. We are on social media, theblock.io, and we can't wait to welcome you and begin to live this bleisure lifestyle as a community, because we deserve only the best things in life. In the meantime and in between time, be great. Bye.